Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Izola here with Flick Direct, and I just received the recently released 4K UHD DVD of Jaws for the 50th anniversary, and I thought I'd share what's new. So grab your popcorn, sit back, relax, and let's get this started. Okay, so just in case if you need a refresher, when a very peaceful beach town is suddenly terrorized by a great white shark, you have the police chief, a marine biologist, and a very salty shark hunter. I feel like there's a joke in there. What do you get when? Anyway, decide to try to take it down and remove it before it strikes again. That's pretty much the gist of it without giving away too many spoilers for those younglings who have not seen it yet. With an unforgettable score and edge of your seat thrills, Jaws is still one of the most unforgettable adventures ever put on screen. So, if you're new here and you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend you watching it because it is awesome. Jaws really changed the game in 1975. It launched Steven Spielberg's career and is pretty much the Kickstarter of what we now know today as a summer blockbuster hit, especially. This movie scored 3 Oscars, including one for the score. I mean, everybody knows that. So good. So amazing. And again, if you have not seen this, I highly recommend you watching it because it has you on the edge of your seat the whole time because you never know what's going to happen when it's going to happen. So to celebrate this huge milestone, Universal Pictures Home Entertainment actually released the 50th anniversary edition of this on June 17th. And it is now available for all of us to enjoy on 4K UHD, Blu-ray, and digital. Now, there are a lot of goodies and other things to discuss, but we'll get to that in a minute. Just overall, wanting to bring up how good this movie is. The acting is great. The beach scenes are gorgeous. It's just audio, visual, just everything fits really well. And we'll get into more of that in a little bit. But if you have not seen this movie, again, I highly recommend that you do because it is just one of those classics that everybody should enjoy. Some people may be afraid of sharks, but look, it's totally worth it. Very well done, amazing cinematography. And it holds up after all these years. So I really feel like you guys will enjoy this. But let's get on to the other bits and pieces that come with this release. So let's talk a little bit about the video. The 4K is amazing. And it was actually scanned in 4K back in 2012 when the Blu-ray was released, but we're actually just getting to see all of it in its glory now. And oh, chef's kiss. They did such a great job with this 4K rendering. The level of detail is gorgeous. I mean, I'm honestly surprised at even the underwater scenes of how crisp and clear everything is. I mean, you're seeing the seaweed moving and tiny little particles popping up everywhere because you're literally underwater in some of these scenes. It's just a fantastic job. Depth is solid. And what's crazy is that there's tons of little background details that I know I missed before, which probably means you missed before as well, because again, the 4K rendering just allows you to see more of these very tiny little details, even well beyond the background. So I really think that you will be extremely happy with this version of the release. Sunlit scenes, sunsets, ocean shots, they're all super vibrant and it just makes everything stand out just a little more and really makes you feel like you're there. It's a really gorgeous beach town, so it kind of stinks that, the shark had to come and ruin everything. But speaking of the beach, you'll also see that the flesh tones are very realistic, I guess would be the best word. You're going to see blemishes, you're going to see sunburns, you're going to see wrinkles. Like it's really, the contrast is just really great. This upgrade is just so good that I'm giving the overall video a 5 out of 5. Like it's so good for how old this movie is. 50 years and they were able to render it this well. It's just really great. Next, we have the audio, and I have to say this Atmos mix for Jaws is nearly perfect. They did so well on this. I mean, the sound alone, even in these little bits and pieces where it's very silent, is just so haunting, and you're just like, when is the shark coming? We know it's coming. It's got to be coming soon. It leaves you on the edge of your seat. I mean, right from the start, you are surrounded by the sounds of the ocean. And there are probably some sounds, even surround sounds, that you probably didn't hear before if you are a huge fan of this movie. So definitely pay a little more attention to what's coming to your ears because it's so good. The updated sound design brings, some modern touches to it, but it does not really change the overall experience. You will be immersed into this movie right from the start with the sound. The entire mix stays nicely balanced, so you won't have to worry about adjusting the volume because we know that that's sometimes a big miss when they do these things. And this one will not disappoint you there at all. So you can just leave the remote to the side. No need to pick it up. Surround sounds are great with, again, the ocean sounds, the crowds, the boat engines, uh, splashing, you name it, just all of those sounds. You're going to be able to pick up just these little tiny things that are in the background that you may not have heard before, and it's just so perfect. And of course, the dialogue is crystal clear, and they actually do some clever use of different channels to kind of get those off screen lines and voices, so you can hear those as well. I really don't have any complaints about the dialogue at all. And because of all of this, I would say we're giving it a 4.5 out of 5. So they did a really, really good job. But there were just a few things that dropped it out a little bit, but not anything too crazy. Okay, so now for something that I'm excited about, I get to tell you guys about extras, and they don't disappoint here. Some might think, ooh, maybe this is too much, but you'll see why there are 5 hours of extras on this release. First off, it's 50-year anniversary. Second, there's a documentary. Third, deleted scenes, original footage, on-set clips, like you name it, these extras have got it for you. And I am a sucker for extras. So you're kind of getting almost another movie out of this because of the documentary. So that's why there's a lot of extra footage on this, is because they did this little documentary about Jaws itself. So highly recommend watching that. I think you guys will enjoy it. It gives you something new, something fresh to watch. But then, like I said, you have the deleted scenes, clips. There's also a limited edition steelbook that's being released. So there's so much for the extras. Again, digital copy, you are not going to be disappointed with the extras. You are going to have so much new content for something that's 50 years old. Can't ask for anything more. So just some quick bits. I'm not going to go into all of it because, again, 5 hours, but you're going to get to listen to Steven Spielberg talk about the making of Jaws and just kind of go into some details along with others. So again, lots of information there. You're getting 13 minutes of outtakes, extra content. So good. I'm serious. You guys are going to enjoy this. Inside looks of the film. Like there's just so much, and it's fantastic. You're going to get to see archives, storyboards, all this stuff. And they even show you the process of restoring the movie. So there's a whole restoration process. So I think I'll stop there. Again, 5 hours of content, lots to watch. Let me know what you think about it because I think you're going to enjoy it, especially if you are a fan like I am. And because of this, I'm obviously going to give the extras, we'll give it a 5 out of 5. I don't think I've ever done that. Because again, 5 hours of content, who wouldn't want to give it? I mean, I can't give it more. And I'm a sucker for extras, so you guys all know that. Overall, Universal Pictures Home Entertainment has given us a great 50th anniversary release for Jaws. We're getting, obviously, the movie, which is fantastic. The acting, especially for that time, great, especially with the mechanical shark, which, if y'all didn't know, which I'm sure you did, that they had a lot of issues with. And you'll learn more about that with the fantastic extras. Again, 5 hours of content, beautiful audio and video quality, especially with restoring this to modern times, I guess you would say. They did such an excellent job. So, for any fan out there, old or new, if you're just learning about Jaws, if you have been a fan for a long time, this 4K UHD needs to be in your library. You really need to get it. And also, the Steelbook, I got a glimpse of it. So great. So, you can either get this if you just want the copy of it to enjoy, digital, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K UHD, or if you want to up it even more, you get that Steelbook, and it's so awesome. I think you guys will be really happy with it. Overall, I'm giving this a 4.75 out of 5. It's pretty much an A plus. You're not going to be disappointed. So, like I said, this was available effective June 17th. So be sure to go. If you want to get a copy in person or order it online, you can get it whichever way you like, but get it now. You won't be disappointed. And with that, this concludes my review of the 50th anniversary 4K UHD DVD release of Jaws. Please be sure to like and subscribe to all of our channels so you never miss out on any entertainment news. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.